Hey guys, so I'm coming close to the end of this DC trip. I'm really tired, but it's been really fun. This is Andrew.
Hi.
He's been taking me around DC these past couple days, cause you live here.
Yes, I do.
And what else? The first thing I noticed about DC driving back was that it's very green. Why is it so green?
Because we drove on the edge of the city.
And then we went walking and saw this funky tricycle house.
It's a house with tricycles on the side of the building.
Another thing I noticed is that the metro was a little bit different because it looks very like 70s-ish. And you have to press a button to like increase and decrease like amounts that you want to add to your card. Oh, let me show you the card. They've got pandas in the cards. Isn't that cool?
They're native to DC.
They are?
No.
Oh. So the next morning, Andrew took me to...
I think it's the Museum of the American Indian, something like that.
Because he heard the dining area was very good. They divide the dining hall into, right?
Different regions of the Americas. I had rice.
Salad thing.
You had asparagus.
But it was interesting. It had interesting spices. The Museum of the Native American is in the mall.
On the mall.
On the mall. On the mall, which is...
Well, it's just a big piece of grass.
Wait, so we walked down the mall and it's surrounded by the various museums. Then we went to the National Gallery. Luis Melendez.
He wanted to be a portrait guy, but for various political reasons, no one would buy his portraits, so he drew still life instead.
He named himself the best still life painter.
Something like that.
I like the museum, though.
The museum is divided into two wings. The east wing mostly has more contemporary things, but also some older things. The west wing of the National Gallery mostly has older things, but it also has some contemporary things. The two are joined by an underground passage that contains the cafeteria, which has a big waterfall outside, not inside.
Oh no, but on the way to the cafeteria, there is this, like, this moving walkway with a bunch of, like, flashy, fancy lights. Then I went to the National Archives. Took forever to get in. The security guard who was kind of letting people in groups to see the Declaration of Independence and like the Bill of Rights. He was
Charters of Freedom.
The Charters of Freedom. It's funny because he was saying how in National Treasure you have that scene where Nicolas Cage is studying the Declaration of Independence and finds a bunch of clues and then he runs out National Archives. But then the security guard was saying how that movie was incorrect because the National Archives did not support the message in that movie, but we did allow them to shoot the exterior of the building.
Do you mean it's not true? We had brunch at the Tabard Inn outside of DuPont Circle. It's a great brunch for anyone who's in the Washington area on a Sunday and hungry. Get the donuts. They're very good.
The bread is also very tasty.
Yeah, you get a nice basket with a wide variety of breads to enjoy before your meal.
Oh, you're so formal. Are you trying to really sell this place? Then we went around walking somewhere. We walked to Lincoln, walking up the concrete steps that turn into marble steps, and then kind of...
And there's Abe.
Yeah, but then you have to pass by a ton of tourists. But then again, I was a tourist.
But it's moving.
It is.
You know, you see people from all over the country, all over the world, all standing in awe of Abe.
Mm-hmm. And on the left side there's the Gettysburg Address, and on the right side is his second inaugural address.
Yeah. It's 7th on the list of America's favorite architecture, compiled by the American Institute of Architects.
Stop plagiarizing! If you've seen Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Jimmy Stewart, 1939, there's a really moving scene with him and Abe. Very, very intimate. Yeah. It's a really good movie. You should watch it.
Shortly after moving to Washington, I decided to go pay a midnight visit to Abe because I felt inspired by Mr. Smith.
And then turn around, walk down to the Vietnam Memorial. The wall extends 246 feet and 9 inches. Yeah.
People leave stuff, you know, at the place where the names of relatives or friends or whoever are written on the wall.
And then a couple of feet from that was the World War II Memorial. One side had a pillar for the Pacific Ocean, the other one for the Atlantic.
Yeah, there are pillars for every state and
Alaska and
territory.
Hawaii. Then we walked to the Washington Monument, which I know nothing about.
It's tall.
It's very tall. I think that's all it says on Wikipedia.
I saw the inauguration from here. Well, I couldn't actually see anything except the big jumbotrons that they had set up. Couldn't see Barack.
Oh. Speaking of Barack, we walked over to the White House. Still didn't see Barack.
No.
Then we walked over to
Who knows?
which is an Ethiopian restaurant.
DC has lots of good Ethiopian food. So if you're in the city, stop on by.
You're just selling all the places.
I know.
He finds these things on Yelp. We also met Sarah, little Sarah Tutu from YouTube. We panhandled for the first time. Yo! What else? Oh, National Geographic.
Oh.
This is why I came. The symposium was off the record, so I couldn't take videos inside. But there are some amazingly inspirational scientists and journalists and photographers. These folks are like risking their lives, deep sea diving, 12,000 feet in the Arctic, and just they could, frostbite, die. And it was more than that, because they weren't just doing it for themselves, they were doing it for the public, because what's the use if you're the only one who knows what you're talking about? So it was really inspirational. Lots of panels, lots of really amazing scientists. But yeah, watch National Geographic if you have cable. I wasn't paid to do this, but we did get lots of really nice gift bags. Hey, sorry for interrupting, but so the gift bag that I got from my trip to DC from National Geographic had some really cool things in it. So to thank you guys for your support, I'm going to mail 4 subscribers a lovely flash drive accompanied with a cap, a canteen bottle which can hold any beverage of your choice, accompanied with a compass so you'll always know which direction you're drinking your liquids in. And last but not least, a National Geographic hat. I think I have 2 of these. So this will prevent excessive tanning of the forehead and the nose, but leaves the rest of your face to burn. So leave your comments below, and I'll just randomly choose 4 people to send these things to. This wouldn't have happened without your support, so thank you so much. And back to the original program. So, my journey here in DC is almost over. It's been a really amazing experience. I think the symposium was definitely one of the highlights. Emotionally riveting. Listening to a lot of scientists kind of made me rethink Get Up and Go, like the video. And I was thinking kind of just the message, basically. Like, a lot of the scientists were talking about acquiring knowledge, and the more that they collect, the more that they know. But what's the point of having the knowledge when you don't do anything about it? So they're really trying to encourage a lot of action inspired by the things that they discover. So that's also something that I wanted to emphasize and Get Up and Go, because even if you know it, it doesn't mean that you'll really care about it. That's the biggest issue, and one of the biggest take-home lessons I learned. But our eyes are getting red. Oh, okay. We're tired. I'm tired. It's been a really long trip, but very gratifying. So, yeah, I think it's been good. And
Bye. Sorry.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for watching. And special thanks to Andrew for taking me around.
You're welcome.
Special thanks to National Geographic for paying for all of this. Alright, see you guys soon on the other side. Bye.